Hi, I'm Sanjay Lad. Welcome to one more video of Special Biotonic. In today's session, we'll talk about why Mendel work was not known for many years. And second aspect is chromosomal theory of inheritance. Students, let us understand about why Mendel work was unknown for almost 35 years. Now, first aspect is that the Mendel published his results in 1865. Now, that time communication was not easy, therefore his work was not widely published. Second aspect is he put forth the concept of factor which govern the character. Now, this was totally new concept and biologists of that time could not understand this. Third aspect is he used very novel method to explain biological phenomena by using mathematics. Now we have seen in the previous videos that he used mathematics to explain say law of independent assortment and other laws. Now this was new concept and biologists of that time even could not digest this. And fourth aspect is that what Mendel said is that these factors they control the character. Now today we know that factors are nothing but the genes which are there inside the nucleus. Now Mendel could not give any proof for presence of the factor. Now these are the limitations of the Mendel's work. Therefore his work was not widely accepted and not known for scientists for many years. Now today we know that these factors are nothing but the genes which are there inside the DNA of the chromosomes. Now these chromosomes are present inside the nucleus for eukaryotic cells. Now this nucleus is a part of a cell. Now we can see the say movement of the chromosome during cell division. Now we could understand about all these things due to the discovery of microscope and other staining procedures. Now because of this, the Mendel work was discovered later on. Students, now there were three biologists, Karl Korens from Germany, von Schirmack from Austria, and Hugo de Vries from Holland. Now they were working independently in their own countries and they came to the conclusion which was already published by Mendel in 1865. As this was a rediscovery of Mendel's work, therefore Mendel is regarded as father of genetics. Now let us continue with chromosomal theory of inheritance. To understand that, let us understand the behavior of gene and the chromosome. Now today we know that the genes are there present on the chromosomes. Now what is the behavior of these two? Let us understand. Now genes occurs in pairs, chromosome also occurs in pairs. Now genes get separated during gamete formation. This is the law of segregation. Even the chromosomes segregate at the time of gamete formation. Now this occurs during meiosis. Now, gamete contain only one of the two alleles. So this is the law of purity of gamete. Now, even the gamete contain only one of the two chromosome. Therefore, this gamete contain only one set, that is haploid set, whereas the individual contain diploid set of the chromosomes. And last aspect is one pair of alleles segregate independent of each other. This is law of independent assortment. Even in case of chromosomes, independent pair of chromosomes segregate independently. So these are the behavior of the genes and the chromosomes. Now with this information, let us understand about the chromosomal theory of inheritance. Now this is also called as chromosomal theory of heredity, which is put forth by Sutton and Boveri. Let us understand by using this example. Now here the male is having XY chromosome, female is having XX chromosome. Now when this male produces gametes, the male produces two types of gametes, one with X chromosome, second with Y chromosome, whereas the female produces same type of ova containing X chromosomes. Now during fertilization, these gametes unite to form zygote. Now first two zygotes are of XX type that leads to female individuals, whereas XY will lead to male individual. Now with this information, let us understand the various features. Now here these gametes are the connecting link between the parents and the offspring. So these gametes must be having the genetic material. Now second aspect is that these gamete, since they are connecting link, the nucleus of these gamete must be having the genetic material. That is the second aspect. Now third aspect is that during the fertilization, this haploid male gamete fuses with this haploid female gamete to form diploid individual. So here, due to fertilization, diploid state of the organism is maintained. Now, the fourth aspect is the chromosomes are found in the pairs, same as the case with Mendelian factors. Now, chromosomes segregate during gamete formation, even the alleles get separate during gamete formation in such a way that chromosome, like the gamete contain only one set of the chromosome. Even in case of Mendelian factors, the gamete contain one of the two alleles. So this is like law of segregation. Now, the members of chromosome pairs segregate independent of each other. So is the case with Mendelian factor. So this is law of independent assortment. Now, these are various features of chromosomal theory of inheritance, which was put forth around 1902 to 1903. Students, I hope you are understanding these two concepts. That is, first is why Mendel work was not known for many years, and second is chromosomal theory of inheritance. Students, at the end, I request you all to like, share and subscribe my videos. If you subscribe the videos, you'll get a notification of my new videos quickly. And those who want to see the previous videos made by me on the same topic, the link is there in the description box. Please check that. And thank you for watching this video.